Yo, testing. Can you guys hear me? What up, YouTube? All right, let's get it. You guys are probably wondering why I'm wearing a hat. It's freaking cold today. It's like -15 today here. So, pretty interesting day today. I ain't going outside. But, anyways, let's talk a quick topic on scalping. Not on the US dollar. I did not scalp the US dollar index. I had it on UJ. I don't know what happened going on here. What? Yeah. So let's talk about 15-minute chart on scalping. It's just a little bit repetitive here from what I did last time for scalping, but I want to dive in through and run through a quick analysis of what I'm looking at right now and what I foresee what's going to happen with USDJPY during at this time, which is New York sessions, right? So you can see that there's a double top resistance here on the 15-minute, and what I mean by the double top is if you guys use candlestick patterns here and here, rejection is at 106.220. So pretty interesting to see that it got rejected twice. And you can see the wicks here, right? And then you can see the first rejection. This one came back, did not make it, went right back down, and it came back to retest again and did not break it, and now it's going back down. Now, the most important price to pay attention to right now is that it is 106.220 again. It looks like it wants to retest for the third time, and if it doesn't break this, then we're looking for a massive sell going back down. So, does a double top, right? Scalping the 15-minute chart give you a full insight on selling it, for the whole session of New York sessions? In most cases, yes, but there are very rare cases where it just shoots down and retraces. And then if you were to look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour, if it's just a retracement candle, it's gonna go back up and break even higher. So sometimes you gotta be careful, especially when you're scalping. And if you do see an opportunity to hold the position for a little bit longer than what you're expected, you always have to be mindful and understand where this pair is headed if there are significant news events. Right, today we have the FOMC coming out in was it 9 o'clock right now? So was it FOMC coming out? So FOMC is coming out like around 1 p.m. Central Time for me, so which is 2 p.m. Eastern Time for you guys. No, that's no. Let me go back. It'd be noon for me, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, I it's always an hour ahead, but I went 2 hours ahead. So be mindful that today's Wednesday, right? Usually Wednesdays and Thursdays are a very good day to look at key reversal points. Especially, we know we had a holiday on Monday, but a lot of things are picking up on Tuesday for New York sessions, and I'm expecting another massive market volatility for this session again, and then all the way out till the end of Friday. So New York sessions is always a good time to always scalp the markets or look into, stacking on trades for that session so you can ride it for the whole session. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about stacking for the whole session here. So based on this, you can see that if USDJPY does not break that 106.220 again, and it's not retesting the same resistance, and we're looking for a massive sell going back down. Now, I'll hop into gold here. I'm pretty sure you guys like to trade gold. Now, gold has been down since this morning, right when New York was open, and they shot all the way down. Let me move down here. They shot all the way down to like 1773. So, and you can see it wants to come back down and retest this support structure at 1777. And my advice: don't get too crazy on gold. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were trying to buy it, and I would not recommend buying it at this time. You never know. The most important thing right now is that if you do want to buy, you're gonna scalp gold. That's the easy way I can say it. And if gold's gonna keep going down, it's gonna keep going down. You can see that if we were to just look at the trend, it has been going down. Unless this is a key reversal price point at 1775 or maybe at 1770 and the reversing. And what I mean by that is that there are price points where prices get uh what is it are objective, and they create that support and end up bouncing back up and going back up even higher and causing breakouts. Same thing with resistance. If they create so much resistance, then it becomes, becomes a reversal price going back down even further. So for gold at this point, especially for this session, they're trying to drive this thing down as much as they can. And it's just something that you have to understand that if they're just going to drive this pair back down, is it worth trying to buy at this time? Obviously, for me right now, London overlap isn't done yet. So the London overlaps in my central time, Chicago time, from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. And it's still 9:15 a.m. here. So we still have 45 minutes of the London overlap. Until the overlap is done and it's just New York itself, then it's a little bit easier. The market's a little bit more calm. And then we have the Fed minutes coming out, a few hours after that, which would be a little bit sparking volatility again. So just think of it as like lunchtime, from 10 to 12. And then after 12, you get to see a bunch of more market volatility at that time. Unless something major happens, right after London is closing, with the overlap session with New York. So let me cop in here. Oh no, let's talk about dollar here. Dollar is still up. I don't foresee this going down right now. Maybe go down for Fed for the FOMC decision. US 30. Let's talk about US 30. US 30 is not the greatest pair to look at, to be honest. US 30 has just been up and down around this price range. Where I have it at? Oh, I have it at the low down here at 29.6. But if you were to look at US 30, you can see that they sent it down. Was it almost like kind of like what they did at gold? They sent it down and it's starting to shoot back down, just like what gold's doing. So pretty similar to what they're doing here with gold. 31.3, and they shot it back up to resistance of 31.5. So it's only a 200 point structure. And I'm not basing off the highest structure because it hasn't come back to retest that structure. So is it justified to hold it to retest 31.7? No, doesn't make sense. You're looking at some kind of massive breakthrough out of this structure zone here at 15-minute chart. And me personally, I wouldn't advise trading on the structure like this because you never know what's going to happen. And if you decide to hop on right now, you're going to get yourself caught up in a mix of a bunch of up and down candles moving up and down, prices just being bouncing off the same price range. And it's too tight and too narrow of a price range to go off of. And then you're kind of off balance, right, on trading. And then you're trying to figure out, well, what's the next move that this pair is going to do. And so that all comes back to, your trading discipline, the mindset, and also where your approach is going right now and for the next few hours. If you're constantly staring at the screen, if you're constantly going to be staring at the screen for the next few hours, make sure you get ahead of the curve so you don't so you can minimize your losses and your risks so that you're not all over the place, especially during around this time. So just a quick video here, guys. Other than that, I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the next video. And like I said, more content. I'm trying my best to make content every day for you guys and give you guys my knowledge and my opinion and where my analysis is going for the markets for 2021 and so forth. Peace out, guys.